Europe's had a facelift, and just in time for Christmas. The EU's flashy new headquarters, called the Europa, will be used for future summits of the bloc's leaders. It's a glass lantern-shaped structure. It's also transparent, like the EU is supposed to be, and is also intended to make the institution more inviting. The myriad windows represent diversity, but because of the way things turned out this year, you could say they represent the many crises the continent went through. There was the migration crisis, over which the EU is still bickering. And Brexit forced Europe to look at itself as never before. And populist parties are gaining more and more voter support in many countries. So what do voters think of all this? What kind of EU do they want? And how worried are they?
After university, they can't find something for them. They must go to work like a waitress, in restaurants and like a staff, small staff, and they can't find a good job to live.
Even without refugees, there are too many of us in Europe. It's tough for them, but it's also tough for us. The interior of the new headquarters is very bright and colorful. But does that really reflect the mood of most Europeans? Most of all, I'm worried that the Turks will someday become part of the EU. From the outside, you're supposed to be able to see the spacious main meeting room inside, and vice versa. Country leaders up close. Or are these leaders actually going to be in a gilded cage?
They should be more present and let people know more about what they do and how it actually impacts their lives. For example, I can't tell you exactly what the EU Commission or the EU Parliament does exactly and how it directly impacts me.
The EU promises to be more approachable. However, the problems it is facing are much tougher than the task of creating Christmas cheer with the new glass facade of this troubled organization.